Hello, my name is Clarna Jointabi, and today I would like to present an issue that is increasingly important in Malaysian schools, which is the relationship between student discipline and student well-being. Firstly, schools are not merely institutions for academic learning, but they are also the foundation for developing well-rounded, responsible, and resilient future citizens. However, this mission is becoming more challenging due to the rising problems related to student behavior and mental health. To better understand this issue, we need to define two key concepts. Student disciplines refers to the ability of students to follow school rules, demonstrate appropriate behavior, and show respect towards teachers, peers, and the learning process. It includes qualities such as punctuality, responsibility, self-control, and adherence to school regulations. On the other hand, student well-being refers to the emotional, psychological, and social health of students. This includes their happiness, resilience, sense of belonging, and their ability to cope with stress. So in recent years, schools in Malaysia have faced increasing challenges in both areas. There have been more noticeable cases of bullying, classroom misconduct, and absenteeism. At the same time, concerns about students' mental health, such as stress, anxiety, and emotional instability, are also rising. It is important to understand that student discipline and well-being are not separate issues. In fact, they are deeply connected. When students are struggling emotionally, for example, dealing with stress, anxiety, or family problems, they may express these feelings through negative behavior. This can lead to actions such as breaking school rules, skipping classes, or disrupting lessons. In other words, what appears to be bad behavior may actually be a reflection of poor emotional well-being. Furthermore, if schools rely too heavily on strict punishments to control student behavior, the situation can become worse. Harsh disciplinary actions may cause students to feel angry, resentful, or even fearful. This can increase their emotional stress and negatively affect their overall well-being. Therefore, it is essential to approach this issue in a more balanced and holistic way. This report will analyze the challenges of students' discipline and well-being in Malaysian schools, including their background and the impact on school administrators. In addition, relevant management and leadership theories will be applied to propose practical solutions. These solutions aim to create a more positive, supportive, and effective school environment for both students and teachers. So in conclusion, addressing student discipline and well-being together is crucial in ensuring that schools can be truly fulfill their role in shaping future generations. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Suryani binti Muharia. Today, I want to talk about student discipline and well-being. To start, it's important to understand the background and context of the problem. In the classroom, students face challenges like losing focus, not following rules, or having arguments with friends, which can disrupt learning. Another focus, such as academic stress, family problem, and social media, can also affect student emotion. When emotion affect is become hard for student to maintain discipline and positive behavior. Understand the background and context of this issue helps schools support students better. With the right strategies, school can help students manage their behavior, emotion, and social development, allowing them to learn in a positive environment. In conclusion, knowing the background and context of the problem is very important. It allows schools to plan strategy that encourage good behavior and overall well-being, encouraging smooth and effective learning. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, today I'm going to talk about the analysis using management and leadership theory. Firstly, classical management theory. Classical management theory is emphasize routines and consistent consequence to maintain order, but discipline should not rely only on control. Human relations theory reminds us that students have emotional needs. Teachers who show empathy and build positive relationships can improve both behavior and well-being. Next, transformational leadership encourages students to inspire and motivate students and helping them develop themselves in discipline. Transactional leadership, on the other hand, use rewards and consequence to manage behavior effectively.
I would like to talk about the effect of disciplinary issues on school administrator. First of all, one of the main impact is the difficulty in maintaining a positive school environment. Disciplinary problems such as student misbehavior can disrupt the overall atmosphere of the school. When these issues are not controlled, the school environment can become negative, unsafe, and less conducive for learning. This situation makes it more challenging for administrators to restore the school to a positive state. Instead of focusing on improving academic quality or school development, administrators are forced to spend more time handling disciplinary problems. When the school is in an uncontrolled state, administrators need to take various initiatives to manage the situation. For example, they may enforce stricter disciplinary rules and regulations. While this is necessary, it also requires consistent effort and careful planning. Furthermore, administrators must continuously monitor student behavior to prevent repeat offenses. This can be very time-consuming and stressful. As a result, administrators may lose focus on other important responsibilities, such as supporting teachers, planning school programs, and improving students' performance. Moreover, frequent disciplinary issues can also affect the reputation of the school. A school known for poor discipline may lose the trust of parents and the community, which add more pressure on administrators. In conclusion, disciplinary issues have a significant impact on school administrators. They not only make it difficult to maintain a positive and stable school environment, but also increase the workload and stress of administrators. Therefore, effective discipline management is very important to ensure the school remains a safe, orderly, and supportive place for learning.
Hello, my name is Emily Valerie Amadus, no matrix MS 250936801. Today, I would like to talk about student discipline and well-being in Malaysia's education system. Although Malaysia's education system has improved over these years, issues related to student discipline and well-being become more serious. This create challenges for school administrators in managing students effectively. One practical solution is performing student support team or SST. This team includes the principal, senior assistant, counseling teachers, and PIBG representatives. The purpose is to discuss and monitor students who need extra attention. For example, regular meetings can be held to address discipline and emotional issues. When students feel supported by teachers, their behavior and engagement is in the school tend to improve. Next, school can implement social emotional learning or SEL. This can be integrated into exciting subjects like moral education without adding new subjects. Through SEL, students learn values such as honesty, responsibility, and empathy. This helps them manage emotions better and think before they act. Research also shows that SEL can improve students' behavior and strengthen their connection into school. In addition, creating conducive and safe environments is important. Schools should be clean, organized, and comfortable so students feel calm and secure. Positive environment can reduce stress, improve focus, and prevent issues like bullying and fighting. In conclusion, students' discipline and well-being remain major challenges. However, through the student support team, SEL programs, and safe school environment, school can improve students' behavior and overall development. That's all of me. Thank you.
To conclude, this study highlighted that student discipline and well-being are the fundamental building blocks of an effective school's environment. We've seen that issues like misconduct and mental health challenges aren't just isolated problems. They directly hinder students' development and place a significant growing burden on our school administrator. However, these challenges are not insurmountable. With proactive management and a strong leadership, we can address these issues head on. For example, by implementing a specific strategy such as student support team and social emotional learning program. With this, we can create a safe, supportive environment that our student needs to thrive. Ultimately, a holistic approach is essential. For example, by focusing the whole students, for example, their academic success, their emotional well-being, and also school's culture, we ensure a sustainable and successful school system for everyone. That is all from me. Thank you very much.